Absolutely. But that's how we work here. We challenge each other. It gets chippy. You can't argue with the results, even if it looks like they are always at each other's throats, guys.
I believe it. Those must make for some good battles, Doris. Thanks. And here's Fisher. Jackson. He's covered by Watson. Here's Fisher. No good with the triple. And Clark, you mentioned Brooks' single-mindedness. He stayed pretty constant with his rotations, too.
And there's no doubt players appreciate knowing their role, but, you know, a lot of critics have been surprised at how Brooks has stuck to his lineups. Some lineups that didn't seem to be all that effective. You know, his usual starting lineup with Cephalosha and Perkins on the floor hasn't been their best in terms of plus-minus, but Brooks very loyal to his starting group.
Well, he earned that one. Took the hit and still found a way to knock it down.
Yeah, fantastic body control. And the will to get it done. You like that focus.
Mahinmi's checked in for the Pacers. Lance Stevenson comes in for Orlando Johnson. And that one misses.
You know, with the recent success of Oklahoma City, you forget that in Kevin Durant's first season, they started out going 3-29. And I'll tell you what, you talk about their success. It's due to the resilience and perseverance and leadership of Kevin Durant and the rest of those guys.
Pacers trail by 10. Now Watson. West outside. Feeds it to Stevenson. Back to West. Got it. Good job in the low post. West has got 4 points in the quarter. Well, there is a culture of hard work, as Clark was talking about, and the perseverance for this Oklahoma City Thunder organization. Their star players, Steve, get a lot of credit, but it's the whole organization, don't you think?
No question. It's the culture that was set. Scott Brooks has continued to kind of establish that atmosphere in the locker room. And they have players who just want to work and want to get better. And when you have a large group of people all with that same approach, you're going to be very successful.
Here is Watson, guarded by Jackson. From deep, George. No good.
I like the defense, guys, really getting a hand up and challenging shots.
Yeah, Steve, lurking on that shot, and that was a tough one.
And so that brings the first half to a close. It's the Thunder. They're up by 8. Folks, stay tuned for the halftime show at Damon Bruce for all the highlights from our first half.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
And coming your way now, the Monday edition of our halftime show. Let's get it started. Oklahoma City up on top against Indiana. Textbook defensive play on their part. You couldn't draw it up any better. Russell Westbrook's been doing his thing. He's got 7 points, and he's been able to provide some nice assists as well. On the Pacers side of things, they managed to hang around. Their three-point shooting has been nowhere to be found. It's really hurt them offensively. That's why they're behind. Paul George, off to a rough start. Just can't get things to fall in the early parts of the game. He's shooting under 20%. And that's all there is to it. Thanks so much for spending halftime with me. Now it's time to send you back out at the start of the third quarter.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. More